Sis Joe. Oh, and then when he get up, be like, I'm Joe, boy.
Yes, indeed. Oh. It's funny because I was... Expand. Yes, indeed. Check. Microphone check. Let me turn my microphone up. I'm gonna turn my little radio speakers up here. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, I just was waiting on my brethren. What's up, Suggs? Man, you know you can join me. Join the brother live. So yeah. So I was just kind of sitting up thinking about Sonny Hostin on The View. Anybody watch The View? Anybody watch The View? I'm looking for Trump. I see a Trump. Wait, let's see this. Okay. Y'all share the live, man. Cause you know what? Got something to talk about. Trump. Yeah. So anyway, anybody watch The View? It's so funny. I just was watching Sonny Hostin on a podcast, on a speaking engagement, you know. And how about this character who talks every day with so much hypocrisy? I don't know how women, I ain't gonna say I don't know how women watch The View. I won't say it like that. I will not say it in that manner. But Sonny Hostin, so she found out today that her family was, not today, but her family was slave owners. And you should have saw her reaction. You should have saw her reactions. It was so bourgeoisie. It was, oh, I thought I was just Puerto Rican. Or I thought I was just Puerto Rican and something. You know, it's crazy how much hypocrisy they got on The View. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg has been identified as one of us. 7 new messages. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg hasn't identified as my people since The Color Purple. So it's like, whoa, I don't know. That's crazy. Every day. Thank you. Yeah, every day. It's like they get on there and they just talk, and they beastie. They are beastie. But it was crazy to see Sonny Hostin. You know, first of all, I don't know my background. I don't know if my family was on the Mayflower. I doubt it very seriously. I'm a little dark skinned over here, you know what I mean? I'm very, very dark. But to see her find out she was part of this great slave ownership, part of the whole family ownership of slaves, and to see her talk about some of the stuff, trying to identify and act like she just as poor and just as black and just as common, and identify with the same commonalities that we identify with every day, to the point that where she would dumb down you while at the same time keeping those same securities for herself. Because I'm reminded that No Time and Point, it was crazy because they try to keep her on these different shows. I saw her before she even went to The View. And before she went to The View, she was a little bit more sane. Not sane, but a little bit more sane. My brother Mike. And so, yeah, she was a little bit more sane before she went to The View. You know, almost sounded like a black woman. And to be honest, that was some of her representation for CNN. You know how these channels have to have a little bit of, Don Lemon, he represented a different community. And so let me not go there. But yeah, she was a little bit different when she was on CNN. And she represented somewhat a bit of color. But not today, I keep saying today, but a couple days ago, I learned on this podcast that she was on personally, so this wasn't third party. She was talking to somebody who, do those ancestry things, and so yeah, man, ancestry type stuff. And she found out that her family was also slave owners, and that, so she's in a category of people. I mean, is she gonna be asking for reparations from her family? That's all I want to know. I want to know, is her and Whoopi Goldberg gonna be demanding reparations from her family since she found out her family was part of it? Hi, everybody. No but, not but love. Not but, not but. Yeah, man. Speak, speak. I speak back. And so, yeah, that was pretty ironic. So, speaking of that, not to say, I mean, Sunny Hostin has been around a long time. So, I'm not saying she's a DEI. Obviously, she's not. But, I mean, how is DEI working out? Because I got some numbers, I got some stats, I got some information. You know, some of this stuff just don't come up on CNN. You know, I'm going to just be honest. The way I thought about it today. The way I saw this thing in my mind today, God is good. Thank you, Lord God. I should have said that first, you know. Thank God for another. Actually waved his hand a little bit. You know, whatever you want to identify as the devil. You know, I'm just saying, you know, that evil thing that we have been warned about, that evil spirit, that evil thing. You know, it has come, and I'm just speaking in Christianity terms. You know, the devil has waved his hand, and a lot of people saw the devil waving his hand, and instead of saying, no, I got the full armor, no, get back away from me, no, I rebuke you, a lot of people wave back. What's up? What's up? I'm available. What's up? Whatever the agenda is, what's up? Whatever the new rules is, what's up? I'm down with it. Yeah, a lot of people, like, the devil waved his hand in some crazy ways over the last few years, and we see a lot of people, and I hate to say it, but woo, my Christian community, wow. And so it's like, I said that to say this. Once some people start waving their hand, it's hard to pull it back. The thing that bothers me most, I mean, because a lot of people wave their hand, a lot of people let they know, I am susceptible to this. If this is gonna keep me in, if this is gonna keep me, I mean, look at the birth rate. Look what's going on. Why do you cry so much, Krown? Why? I know, why? Ask why. And so a lot of people was entertained by the devil raising his hand. My brother Larry Williams, P. Matt Parker, what's popping, man? Yeah, man. A lot of people was entertained by that. A lot of people was entertained by turning their children into other genders before they could even spell the word gender. A lot of people was entertained by letting their daughters get beat up by boys. And by the way, that is going to boxing as well. If you look at the Olympics, they are entertaining the thought of boxing. Now they're talking about actually allowing men to box against women. I'm so glad Layla Ali got her chance while she did. She didn't have to worry about this. The great Layla Ali. I hope I said that name right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Great Muhammad Ali's daughter, who did boxing. And for all the ladies who did boxing while they could, I'm glad they did while they could. These people are crazy. And so a lot of people was entertained by that. But look, let's pay attention. All the stuff. See, Donald Trump, the unfortunate thing, and I hope I don't lose nobody. The unfortunate thing, actually the fortunate thing, but actually at the same time, it's fortunate and unfortunate, but it's really all fortunate. But the unfortunate thing, if Donald Trump was pushing a lot of this BS, we'll hear about it every day on CNN. But since he's not, since that is the agenda of the left, I hate to say it like that, I don't mean to disappoint nobody. Y'all stay with me. On YouTube, y'all stay with me. Facebook, I know I might get canceled at any time. I can't even go live on Instagram no more. You know what's funny? I'm going to say this real quick, but I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to stay on track. If Donald Trump was pushing it, you'll hear about it every day. But since he's not, we don't hear about it. So let me talk about it. DEI, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. UCLA, the medical program in UCLA started a thing in 2020, DEI, all right? 2024, over half of the students are failing their medical exams. Would you want a DEI doctor working on your mother or father if it was a life and death situation, or would you want the best doctor? You don't even know who behind the curtain. You don't know what their color is. You don't know nothing about them. All they got to do is tell you, look, your mom or your pops is on the bed, or your son or your daughter is on the bed. They about to die. You got one chance at the operation, and over here we got a DEI hire, and over here behind this curtain we got the best doctor in the damn nation. What you gonna say? Who gonna say, give me the DEI? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me so I can send them people to come check on you. Nobody. Nobody's going to say it. Anyway. So, UCLA, they got all of these people failing these medical exams and this and that. You want, thank you, my Jerry Sterling. That's right. Jerry, you got a winner name. I just want you to know that. I'm pretty sure you know that. Jerry Stackhouse, Jerry Seinfeld, Jerry Springer. What's this game I grew up on? Jerry Lewis. My guy, Jerry, you want the best. That's right. Plain and simple. You want the best. You don't even know how they got to look. It could be wait, I almost said the F word. It could be an overweight person. It could be an underweight person, a very slim person like myself. You don't know who's behind that curtain, but if they tell you the best, that's what I want. I want my mother, my grandmother, son, or daughter. I want whoever it is. I want you. It could be you. If it's a Democrat, I might say give him a DEI. Give me the DEI. You get what you vote for. I wouldn't actually do that. Sometimes people are, people are misled. Speaking of which, is it me? I come on, I drive every day, and I got all of these different hours on my hand. And I keep trying to find, you always try to find these stations. And it's is it me? It could be me. It could be me. I have nothing against comedians. I love comedy. Dave Chappelle. If you look on my thing, I have the Chappelle Show. Like I got my table. I got my lineup. My lineup of Greeks. Michael Jackson is on that table. Dave Chappelle is on that table. The Bible is on that table. I do have the Art of the Deal is on that table. I could actually take you to that table. But I just said that to say, I love comedy. Is it just me? Like, all right, we remember how Steve Harvey was kind of, my cardiologist is black and he is racist and I'm a white Southern boomer. Bim. That came from Randy Matter. That came from Randy. My cardiologist is black and he is an ace and I'm a white Southern boomer. I like it. That's what's popping. We want the best. I thank God that you're here with us. And if I ever have to have a cardiologist, whatever form of doctor, health, help, advice, whatever I need, give me the best. If I need advice of some brokerage and some stocks and bonds, give me that top guy. And that guy might just happen to be a different opposite color from me. Maybe. If I want to know or I want to talk to somebody with some advice on some boxing techniques, give me the best guy. That guy will probably be my color or he will probably be Hispanic. All right? If I want to know the best on best, whatever it is, that guy might just happen to be, or girl might just happen to be whatever color they are. And you know what? If they're the best, give it to me. That's it. You want the best, like my guys say, man. That's it, man. That's all. And so, it's like, and like I said, I try. I'm hoping it's not me. But I think after listening and seeing it time and time again, and at the same time, being my age, these shows, these black radio shows in our communities, they target us, man. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey actually is on YouTube, and he talks about, you would have to look it up under Steve Harvey speaking to his fraternity brothers, something like that in that effect. And he speaks on Donald Trump. One of the first things he said, I watched it because, I wanted to hear it. Anyway, and actually I heard a snippet on, and I'm not a snippet guy. Don't give me a sound bite. That's what they did to Trump to make Trump look bad. Sound bites. Sound bites can do you in. And so I heard a sound bite, and I said, and it was a good sound bite on Trump's behalf. And I said, well, damn. Every day this guy's bashing Trump on the radio. I need to go and listen to the whole thing. So I went and listened to the whole thing. One of the first things he said, Steve Harvey, he started out, he's saying, I want to say this. Sometimes I get into my re-dramatizations, I'm sorry. But he said, the first thing I want to say is, I am friends with Barack and Michelle Obama. Those are my friends. I get on the phone, I have dinner, friends. He explained, now I might not be word for word, but he explained the fact that these were his friends. You know what that told me in my mind? In my mind, I said, oh shit, what is he finna say? Because when somebody start out that way, it's about to get juicy. And so I was locked in, right then and there. And he said, I'm in the room with friends. Cornel West, hey, see, my brethren, I could have a conversation with you about that. But can Cornel West have a conversation? Listen, you're speaking down my alley. I am a revolutionary. The problem with Cornel West is Cornel West is not going to acknowledge the BS that's going on today. Cornel West is going to make the argument, and I'm with you. As I say, I come from a revolutionary party. That is why I can give you some of the best points. Period. You want to talk about who know what the community was talking about? I do. So is Cornel West is going to come and approach it from a standpoint of this is what the black community needs? Or this is what America needs? Right now, it's more about what America needs. Because the freedom of speech is under attack. So the black revolutionaries who were able to do some of the things that we were able to do over the last few years, I know Malcolm was killed. I know Martin was killed. I know Patrice. I know Medgar. I know Marcus Garvey, though he wasn't killed. I know these characters, and I know what they stood for. And I know how the revolutionary didn't stand a chance back then. Some of those things changed, and some of the means by which communication can go out, and some of the means by which organization can be had is still had on the white man's platform. I do not fail to recognize that. And so for anybody who say that, oh, you selling out and you doing this and that, or you kissing up to this. It's ironic to me how so many people knock the same means that we use to organize. So some of these means and some of these ways that we're doing things, we need it. And that is effectively communication. So they're trying to shut that down. That's something that I haven't seen the Republicans ever do. I just have to say that. It might be a time, and somebody could tell me something that I don't know. But even J. Edgar Hoover. You look what J. Edgar Hoover did to the Black Panther Party. And with all the Black Lives Matters and all of the buildings that they talked about shutting down and the statues and this and that, they didn't say anything about that building. That lets you know the control that people were under and things were under. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. Is it me? Steve Harvey, he talked about being in a room with friends that day. And so he could actually speak freely. And he said, as soon as I said what I said on the radio show, all of my fake friends, but he didn't say fake friends, but that's what he meant. A lot of y'all tore me up. A lot of y'all had something to say. So I don't want to get into his whole speech, but he said, now I'm in a room full of my brothers and I could be free. And he went on to say awesome things about Donald Trump. Some of you need to look, especially if you're my color, because it's not about growing to like Trump. You can like him, but it's more about not liking what the Democrats are trying to do to you and your children. That's all. I ain't got no problem with Trump. But for those that found themselves with some Trump derangement syndrome, you know, for those that find themselves believe every talking point that comes out against Trump, and no matter what gets disproven. I heard the brother say one of the brothers got up on the stage with Trump, the rapper, when he did his rally in the Bronx, which was great, awesome. And he said they will whisper your victories. Not word for word, but this is what he meant. He definitely meant this. They whisper your victories. Your failures, they shout them out loud. They'll scream them to the mountaintop. That's kind of what God told us to do with our victories. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain. Go shout your victories. But the Democrats, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. And so I say this, okay, Trump 24, that's right, I see that. So stop telling us about your problems. We don't want to hear you. Hey, I don't mind you saying that because you know why? Gary Gilmore, you're listening. So you made yourself look like a Democrat. Really, you did. And that is my point. I love it when the Democrats wave their hand and they let you know, thank you, my brother King. That's a king himself. They wave their hands and they let you know, no matter what color they are. If you're a Democrat, you know what? Everybody talk about white and black. You know what the racism is? The racism is almost in a party now. I just had some idiot tell me in a text message that he don't want to hear me. Why are you listening, bro? Because chances are I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to nobody who don't want to hear it. That's why I don't put a lot of theatrics in my stuff. All you got to do is go and look at some of my music videos and find out I ain't on all of that. And so don't listen. Thank you. All right, whatever. A vote for, okay. A vote against Trump. All right. Trump should be president for life. All right, Chris Clark said Trump should be president for life. Colleen Palmer said a vote for Trump is a vote against America. Now, Colleen, I would be glad to allow you to join and just say, why do you feel that way? This is the first time in America, first time in history, you had a president that you could choose from. You had one who you had 4 years to judge by, and then you have another one who you just had 4 years to judge by. That does not happen. And the fact of the matter is, no matter what people say, I'm in the hood, bro. So you can't tell me what them people did to us. You can't tell me how many black radio shows, how many, what this dude who always act like a Tavis, not Ricky Smiley shows, how many Steve Harvey shows, and Steve Harvey actually admitted it. Every day I go on the radio to tear this guy down, and then I actually go and sit with him, and he's a decent man. Got on the phone in 2 minutes. He said, Donald Trump got on the phone in 2 minutes and pitched every idea that I had just spoke to him on an all-black agenda. You could say racism all you want to, but that lets me know you're a robot. I'm talking about people, black people who have sat with this man and they speaking. You calling Muhammad Ali a sellout too? All of those people are sellouts. No, I don't. One thing, you see, I'm going to tell you something. People actually think I'm just sitting up here talking. I actually do know what I'm talking about. I actually do know about the bills. You know, I'm a council radio guy. I had a radio show. So because I wasn't a robot, I was council. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Somebody else said, I'll vote for anyone other than Donald Trump. You know, Olivia, see, these are the people who they have to be rich. This is an idiot. What kind of person see the power of politics and see the power in school and see that schools are now allowed to talk to your child about their gender. In some states, schools can hide the secret that your child is trying to keep from you. And you just had some idiot say they'll vote for anybody. They didn't say they'll vote for Joe Biden. They didn't even say they would vote for Vivek or Nikki Haley or, whatever. They said they will vote for anybody. That Judge Marshawn, Chris Cuomo, this person said anybody. Michael Cohen, she'll vote for anybody before she vote for Trump. A person willing to put that in a feed. A person actually willing to acknowledge that. And people and other people know them. Wow. Let's go, Brandon. Donnie Holdren. That's right. Man, Trump for king. 2024, 2028, 2030. It's crazy, right? And so, hey, I'm just reading the comments, man. Hey, man, you're right. I shouldn't have went there. She don't feel like you. That's right. Actually, brother, let me see. Actually, Gary, I didn't actually say anything about who I was voting for. That's the thing about it. The thing is, it should not be about, at this point, it should be a color. I heard somebody say vote red. At this point, it should be a color. The Democrats stick together, and I think it's clear, plain, and simple. You can actually vote one way on the ticket and call yourself voting red on the president and then blue on the rest of it. That's stupid. That don't make sense. Not when we see the games that the Democrats are willing to play. Anyway, I'm going to get off that because it wasn't about Democrat on Democrat. I'm going to get back to Ricky Smiley. I mean, all of these different shows. The Ricky Smiley show, all of these shows with these comedians and black artists or black comedians or, retired this and that, they all are targeting us. They all take the same talking points from CNN or that CNN is taking. They all sound just alike, man. And that's how I realized we're being attacked on so many different sides. And it's actually sad, man. It's actually sad. No matter how much they learn the truth, no matter how much they learn about this theory being debunked, or November 5th, greatest political comeback in history. That's Johnny. Thank you, my brother. That's right. Johnny say November 5th. And Gary Gilmore, no, she did, then you called her a fool. Hey, brother, I said, you're right. You're right. I did say I should not go there. So I'm a person, I don't mind coming back and correcting myself because that's not what it's about. And I actually like open conversation. But I do think, I got a right to say, if somebody can tell me that they'll vote for anybody other than Trump, they're actually calling themselves an idiot, dog. They're actually saying they do not care. I mean, you should not get mad at me for saying she's a fool. If somebody, when they say, if you're bold enough to say that, that means you'll vote for me. That means you'll vote for the guy that just got, you'll vote for the pervert. You'll vote for anybody other than Trump. That means you have Trump derangement syndrome. You can't get mad at anybody for calling you a fool. Now, I apologize for that, since that offended you. But if somebody is standing in front of me, telling me that they are going to vote against my granddaughter having a fair chance in volleyball, because my granddaughter likes volleyball. My granddaughter also just started playing flag football. My granddaughters like sports. So if you're telling me just because you don't like Trump, you're going to vote against your children and my children and everybody's children in the feed, and you're admitting it and you're acknowledging it, that's foolish if you're actually saying it in the facts that you're not saying you'll vote for RFK. It's not like she's made listen, I went, despite what you may think, I actually went to Washington when Jill Stein pitched her campaign there because that is who I was supporting. So you can think know what somebody is about just because they sound intelligent or because they sound like they're going to vote for Trump. But right now, that is an intelligent decision. You are going to give your children up because you don't like somebody's tweets. Despite what you may think, a lot of the decisions that Joe Biden did to spite Trump, he's quietly behind your back redoing them. I gotta redo this. I gotta redo this. He's redoing a lot of that stuff. But he can't come out and say that. Because he lied to people like you and my family and a lot of people in black churches and a lot of people who sit down listening to all of these different morning shows like The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne. So, bro, I might not be speaking to her. I don't mind. You know, but there is somebody I'm speaking to. And so as an artist, as a revolutionary artist, as an artist that has went from America to other continents, doing music with somebody like Dead Prez, brother, I know what it is to have somebody to disagree with me. So I don't mind. But if somebody's going to tell me in my face that I'm going to vote against your granddaughter because I don't like Trump, because that is what she said, you should be upset too. You should have been looking to say, yeah, you went too far. You know, and that's the thing. You know, people used to have a thing, black people, you know, we used to say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. They even made a song about it. You know, a lot of people know what I'm talking about, and some people might not. But we used to say that, and now we don't. Check yourself before you wreck. Check yourself before. I think, what is that, DOS Effects? Anybody in New York? Give me a New Yorker. Yeah, man, they is. Yes, right. Well, I'm talking about somebody looking at my lips hard. Oh, my goodness. He might be one of them she's. He might be one. That is why. Yeah, there is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, yeah, I got a lip stalker here. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, right? Yeah, old lip stalker. Yeah, he's a lip stalker. You know, when people are offended, that might be a broke person. So I'm gonna let them just stay in their little feelings. Keep looking at my lips. Don't listen to anything that comes out of my mouth. That shows you the stupidity in people. I ain't gonna say his name so that way somebody don't get offended. But do you hear that? This man has said, forget the information. We don't need the information. We're going to say something about his lips, and that's going to bother him. No, I celebrate it. Big, juicy lips. Chap or now chap. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Yes, yes, yes. So, anyway, when you got these comedians, all of, you know, like I said, same radio shows, the same people, the same characters. Right. Thank you. That was an insult. You know, that was an insult. My brother right here said, how about Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. You know, and the thing about that is, he said it right in front of a black guy that actually goes on the radio every day and tear down Trump. Actually goes on the radio every day and tears Trump down. But another white man said it right to his face. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Are you having problems deciding who you're going to vote for? You ain't black. Like, really? Hey, tell that. Hey, somebody scroll down and tell that guy the guy who the lip stalker, the melanin, the guy with no melanin in his genes at all. You know. Hey, you know, if you look hard enough, lip stalker. If you look hard enough, I got some ash on my skin too. Yeah, I got my Pac-Man socks on because I'm killing ghosts today. So the ghost. DEI. That's what I started. That's another thing I was talking about. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. That don't listen. That don't bother me. That don't bother. You can sample all you want to. Anybody that actually look on YouTube or Anybody that know me, know Sambo about me. You know, I don't even have to explain the revolutionaries I done been with. I don't have to. So you are actually jealous of the intellect you hear from me. That is why you're calling me a Sambo. And you wish you had the gall to actually stand up and say Biden is not good for America. You can't say it. You can't say it. You're too weak. And so you're ashamed. So you have to get on here and try to make fun of somebody like me. I don't care. That's your weakness. But you can't even look your kids in the face and say I gave you a fair chance. You're a sucker. You're a sucker. Anyway, so Steve Harvey said it. Now you hear it on every other black show. What is this? Who is this? Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's right. Steve Harvey said that. My brother, melanated. Oh, hey, I see Johnny melanated for Biden. Man. All right. Hey, well, you know what? Since I see a lot of Biden people on here, let me, yeah. I ain't gonna criticize them. They like a white guy that actually, he said he melanated for Biden. So Biden is the same guy that actually stood against any type of black progress. Biden also stood against, as Kamala Harris said, busing. Biden also voted 90% with Robert Byrd. Well, who is Robert Byrd? The great Klansman. So all of you people who talking about, I'm a coon, you must be coons. You either a coon or you're a Klansman. Make your mind up. Yeah. Look up Robert Byrd. Look up Senator Robert Byrd. By the way, not only is President Biden on record for saying Robert Byrd was his mentor, but so was so was Hillary Clinton. Yeah. So all of y'all who sitting up talking about, I'm a coon, you either a racist and don't know you're a racist, you must be the black guy on the Dave Chappelle show and don't even know you black. You just a blind Klansman. Yeah, you must be. Or you're a coon yourself. Because that is what Biden did. That's what Kamala Harris coined him on. Peace. That's how Kamala Harris blew up to the top. She was smoking. Told Biden if it was up to Biden, people like her when they never got an education. People like her when they never got a chance to dance. Say what you want, but keep watching. Suckers like you are the people that go behind and start taking notes and then go try to feed your family. Please do. Feed your family some common sense. Because you sound like never mind. I ain't gonna say that. And so, yeah, man, thank your ancestors. Are you Trump's African American? Look at I love to see this. And let me know. Boy. They say every time you say something, real, boy, you can't say nothing about Biden. You can't say nothing bad about Biden, but you must be Biden boy. You must be Biden's boy. Biden the one be whispering and nudging and kissing on kids' necks. Not Trump. So, you and your feelings, buddy. But anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about, because some people was actually listening because they was listening to the real common sense that was coming out of my mouth. Much love, brother. Thank you. And so the DEI hires, if you look what's going on in Hollywood, a lot of the show writers, 380 billion, Disney was worth. Disney stock, 380 billion would it be. And because of some of the people like, my friends on here, the Biden lovers, and, the current administration, people that's down with a lot of the stuff that Disney World start pushing. That's why I was talking earlier about they don't talk about what's going on right now. They don't want to talk about it because they don't want you to know how bad it's failing. So now, a couple years later, now Disney is about 180. That's about a $200 billion swing. Do you hear what I'm saying? 200, let me see, 180, 280, 380.